Kurt, Scott Walker with Impact Layton SEO, just making this video to kind of give you an online presence audit and kind of show you some opportunities that you could be getting through just having an online presence, and also, all the services that I can kind of help you out with. So, for starters, I usually start with your website, and then I go over some search terms, Google Ads, Google Business Profile, and then it's something that's a little bit harder to go over are some automations and some reactivation campaigns that I have in the works for you as well. We can talk about those a little bit more later. So, for starters, I always talk about your website first. So, good to see you again. Your hair is a little bit longer, but that's okay. But one thing I always recommend for your website is to have more content. The reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for buyer intent keywords, which for me are a service and a location. So like, window washing, Layton, Utah, or window cleaners near me is more for your Google Business Profile, but like something with a location attached so that Google knows that you work in that area and you do that service. So the other thing you can do is if you save your images correctly, instead of it saying this mumbo jumbo right here, it could say like window washing, Ogden, Utah, and then that would count as a keyword because it's embedded behind the photo for you. I usually go over Aero, so I'll kind of hit this real quick. But this is a third-party tool. It gives me your analytics and kind of shows me where you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100, and you want those continuously moving up while also balanced. You're currently at 0 and 3 due to your referring pages and domains, which are backlinks. And what a backlink is when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so you do want to stay relevant to your industry and location whenever possible. And it looks like you're being indexed for 0 keywords and nobody's coming because they don't know any keywords on your website. So with that being said, you do want to be found for more keywords, and I'll go over that in a second. But I just did window cleaning Layton just because you're in Layton, I'm in Layton, and I wanted to. So right up top, you usually get your Google Guaranteed and your local ads. For that, the Google Guaranteed, it's a guarantee for the customer and also the business. For the business, if I call this number and I'm not a lead, they can dispute it and Google will refund your money. If for the consumer, it's saying that you are a licensed and insured window cleaning company in this area, so that's what it is for me. The other ones are the local ads, which are like the sponsored. Those are the ones that I could go over with you. I'll just give you a quick search talk about. I just did Davis County. I don't know exactly your range. But, window cleaners near me, window washers near me, cleaner windows near me. Those are all near me's. But then, like, window washing cleaner, window wash cleaners. And there's 500 different keywords for all of those searches. But you can see, hundreds, if not thousands of searches each and every month for these terms. And then these are kind of the low and high bid range for those different keywords in Davis County. But as you can see, quite a few searches for what people are searching for you. So it is good to be up here because you're always on the top right here. The next, to get good at to have a good click-through rate, you want to have as many, as much as this keyword in your search or in your ad as possible, so that people don't aren't misguided. The other way to do it is to make sure you have that and a location. Once you have them clicking through, you want to make sure that the landing page experience is right, and you do that by having like a click to call right up top, maybe a form submit, what you do, where you do it, and also whatever promotions you're running. And then the background imagery should be relevant to the search term. For you, it would be a bunch of window washing pictures, type of thing. But say you also did power washing, and you're doing a power washer cleaning instead, that one you'd want to have as a power washing window, or a power washer being in the background instead. And that's how you have good conversion rates. The next part is your Google Business Profile. It's okay that you're not here right now. You do want to make sure to have, there's lots of ways to get here. The biggest things are having your name, address, and phone number the exact same all across the internet so you don't mislead Google. Getting as many reviews as possible. There's a little trick I have to getting more reviews right on the spot, and also getting reviews from people who you've done work for in the past. The other thing is putting your name, address, and phone number into citations, which is like an online directory like Yellow Pages is really helpful, because the more you give your information out on the internet, the more Google starts to trust you. And that's not just for your local area, but in your surrounding areas as well. And then being in the ads in the Google Business Profile, about 60 to 70% of traffic stops right there. The rest come down into your organics. I know Fish Window Cleaning is a really big company and KSL is a directory, so I was just looking at Charity as one of your competitors here. And as you can see on their website, they do have a lot more content, but not as much as I recommend. So once you start to have more content, better buyer intent keywords, those authoritative backlinks and citations, you could kind of outrank these guys. And looking at some of the keywords they're being indexed for, like window cleaning Ogden, window cleaning Utah, commercial window washing, that one is not so much, like I'm not so concerned with that because there's only 50 per month, but that's not necessarily saying it's in your area. So, like window cleaning near me, same thing. People could be searching in New York and your website pops up. Why would you be doing that? So, I know Google's kind of smart with like the locations and everything, but at the same time, they're also kind of dumb where you might show up somewhere else. So just to kind of give you an example, I just did Layton, Ogden, and Utah. For each month, search volume per month is roughly 400 with these different ones, but these all have locations attached to it. So the ones in your Google ads, those don't have locations attached, and that's just when you'd be like in that area for Google ads. So when you start to have those better backlinks, the citations, and better content, you could start to outrank your competitors, and then a percentage of these total volumes will start to go to your website instead of theirs. And then a percentage of the people going to your website will give you a call, and depending on your closing rate, will turn into a customer for you. So Kurt, I hope this was beneficial for you. I look forward to talking to you next week, and I'll get this over to you shortly. Have a great day.